The 1960s proved to be a transitional decade for Dalat School. It became a growing school for missionary children and other international students, but tensions in the country spiked as a civil war began to escalate between the Communist North and the non-Communist South, where Dalat was located. Despite the political instability, Dalat continued to grow, adding children from military families in the early 1960s. The school's facilities were soon outgrown, so a gym, a new boys' dormitory, and several classrooms were built to accommodate the influx of students. However, the growth of the school was short-lived. On Friday afternoon, April 16, 1965, the U.S. Embassy in Saigon notified the school that it could no longer guarantee its safety. Dalat was given 48 hours to pack up and leave. It was Easter weekend. The school choir sang its cantata as planned on Sunday morning, but the rest of the time was spent sorting, packing, and crating. The librarian was allowed to choose 100 books. The children's bicycles and pets had to be left behind. The day after Easter, 4 C-123 U.S. military planes safely transported the entire student body with its 11 tons of belongings to Bangkok, Thailand, where school was set up in the American Club near the U.S. Embassy. The facilities didn't work well as a school setting. The teachers and students would often face flooded classrooms. Up to 9 students were housed in each dorm room. The electricity often went off, stopping all fans or air conditioning, and only 3 bathrooms were provided for 50 boys in the dormitory. 6 months later, Dalat found a better place for the school, the Eastern Hotel in Tanah Rata in the Cameron Highlands of Malaysia. The new setting looked like paradise to students and staff, but there were challenges. Everyone studying and working at Dalat lived in the hotel rooms. The school held classes in hallways and in tin-roofed huts, and when it rained, you couldn't hear or think. Gradually, small chalets were built for classrooms and housing. The students grew to love the environment surrounding the school and had lots of hikes, cookouts, and picnics. Carol and Kathy Castelli, class of 1968, experienced Dalat School in Vietnam, Thailand, and Malaysia. As a teenager, Carolyn packed up and moved with her family from New York to Saigon right after the Vietnam War began heating up. Her father was called to pastor the International Protestant Church there in 1964. Within 4 months of enrolling at Dalat School, rockets were being shot off behind the school, soared overhead, and exploded into the valley below. Carolyn remembers moving quickly, with other young students, huddling together and praying to get through the night in one piece. Carolyn was 14 years old at the time. During Carolyn's senior year, she was again devastated by the war in the area. 5 missionaries were killed, including some whose children were studying at Dalat. She wondered how she could comfort her classmates. After graduating from Dalat, Carolyn began pursuing her lifelong dream of becoming a psychiatric nurse to help people in distress. Most of her work experience has been in the New York Presbyterian Hospital, one of the largest psychiatric hospitals in the United States. Carolyn has worked in a variety of roles and today is focused on nursing administration, including teaching and mentoring nursing students and new graduates. Carolyn is a fine example of taking a God-given curiosity and learning to use it to help and serve others. Dalat School's legacy of inspiring passionate learners will continue.